North Georgia's News Talk, AM 550 and FM 102.9 WDUN.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step...
Welcome back, folks. Coming up in 20 minutes, new North Hall football coach David Bishop. But first, I want to welcome into the show Kelley O'Hara. She hails from Fayetteville, went to Stars Mill High School, and has done all right for herself, I guess, winning a gold medal as part of the U.S. women's national soccer team. Kelley, thanks so much for being with us tonight. I hope that you're doing well.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You all have a match Thursday, kind of a homecoming for you as it's in the Georgia Dome. You're playing Russia. Interesting side note, however, is that you're going to be returning to the field, returning to the pitch, as it were, after an 8-month absence due to ankle surgery and the ensuing rehab. Kelley, how are you feeling, not just physically, but about playing once again?
Well, I'm obviously thrilled to potentially be, putting on the jersey again for the first time in, like you said, 8 months. Physically, I'm still have some, strides to take, but I feel good, and I'm excited. It'll be a fun game.
You think you'll have those first national team game jitters? I mean, that's a long layoff, Kelley.
It is, but I'm sure I will be a little nervous, but it'll come out quickly. And I've been with the team since January, so I don't think that. Hopefully, there won't be that many nerves.
How special is it for you to get a chance to come back close to your home and play in a match for the national team?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, even if I wasn't, coming back from surgery right now for this game, it would just be special to be back here in general with the team. It's always an honor to be able to play for your country, but to be able to do it in your home state and in front of your friends and family is a big privilege.
Soccer, the only sport in America, really, that both genders play, where the women are the mainstream topic ahead of the men. Of course, the success of the women's team, to thank for that, you're entrenched in it. So does that ever cross your mind, the popularity of women's soccer in this country?
Definitely. I mean, all of us are basically ambassadors for the game, not just in the U.S., but around the world. And it's a part of our conversations within the team, and it's part of our job to not only enjoy playing, but also to spread the sport as much as possible and to hopefully gain popularity in the U.S. as years go on.
I'll tell you what, the organization that is the women's national team, and that is in essence what it is, has done a great job of being ambassadors for the sport. Talk to us about the makeup of the national team as it stands now.
Well, we have Tom Sermani at the head coach position. He came in after the Olympics. Pia went back to Sweden. And so I think having him come in, that's new blood, and he's brought in a lot of younger player and given some people some of their first looks and their first caps. And I think that's been a really big advantage. And, it's been good for the team in general just to bring in new people. There's a lot of, obviously, veterans still on the team, and a lot of people who were on the World Cup team and on the Olympic team are still around. So I think that it's just going to end up in the years going forward being a blend of the two, hopefully. We're
talking to Fayetteville native women's national soccer team member Kelley O'Hara as we continue at 7:18 on Game On right here on WDUN. Y'all going to roll over Russia Thursday night or what?
We hope so. We always, go for goals and the win, so that's the game plan.
You earned a starting job on the national team after a move from forward, which you played your career, especially at Stanford. That was, what you were known for, to left back. Was that an easy transition for you? Are you still transitioning a little bit? What's it like going from offense to defense, essentially?
There's a lot of learning time put, I guess you could say. It was something I'd never played before, but Pia basically told me before the Olympics, listen, if you want to make this team, you're going to make it as a left back, and that's where we're looking at you. So my whole goal going into 2012, January 1st, I returned a goal, and it was to be starting left back in the Olympics, and that was my whole focus. And I think that going forward, at the moment, I think Tom is considering playing me at left back, but regardless, it kind of depends on where he wants me to play, and whatever he decides, that's that'll be my goal and my focus, and I'll put all my energy into that.
Well, clearly left back a strength for you. Folks out there listening, Kelley, one of only 3 national team members to play every second of all 6 games in the last Olympics, leading the U.S. women's national team to the gold medal. In Atlanta, just an off-the-cuff question here. In Atlanta, where do you take your teammates? Where's the first place in Atlanta, your home area, that you take your teammates? What do you want to show off?
I went to Chick-fil-A as soon as I landed in the Atlanta airport, so that's my number one stop when I get back here, because I lived in California for a while, and I now live in New York, and it's not around those parts, so I always enjoy getting back and having a combo number one.
Combo number one. My next question was going to be, what do you get? You know, a lot of Atlanta natives, or really Georgia as a whole, that move away, that is their first stop when they come back is Chick-fil-A.
It's true. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm glad you got your fix. Do you get water or sweet tea? Is sweet tea a treat?
I actually don't like sweet tea, and everyone thinks it's a sin, me being from Georgia and not drinking it, but so yeah, I usually go with water. Their lemonade's really good, too. That's
fantastic. All right, getting to know Kelley O'Hara here on Game On with KDB Davis. Now, there have been so many great moments in women's national team history, Kelley. And to me, those last-second moments, those shootout moments, they point to a level of trust. They point to a level of belief. They point to proper preparation, both physically and mentally. Does that encompass what the women's national team and the women's national team organization really are all about to you?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can go back through the years and see the determination and the hard work, and also the level of skill, and the whole culture of the team is to be prepared and to work hard. And I think that some of our hardest games are against ourselves when we scrimmage, inter-squad scrimmages during practice. So I think that is a big reason why we have been able to be so successful.
You're on the national team now. No shock to anyone who's been listening to this interview. Who was your favorite player, though, growing up?
I would say I really like Julie Foudy and also Michelle Akers. Those were my 2 favorites. And being part of the organization, you clearly have had interactions with those 2. They seem like quality people, are they? They are. Yeah, I've had the privilege to meet Jules and hang out with her, and they're both wonderful women, I would have to say. Oh, you're even calling her Jules. Y'all got it like that. That's fantastic. All right, wrap up. Stanford grad too, so. Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Let's wrap up with this, and non-soccer related. Who's the coolest person you've met? I know being on the national team has probably opened up a lot of doors for getting to interact with some cool people. Who's the coolest person you've met? Dang, the coolest person I've met? Honestly, my teammates. I mean, or just, I don't know, I think my family's pretty cool, so. Such a diplomatic answer. I would expect no less. I'm serious, though. That's fantastic. Kelley O'Hara, I appreciate so much you taking some time out. I know that y'all keep really busy schedules, so I can't tell you how fortunate we feel to have had you on a Game On tonight. Best of luck to you on Thursday. I hope you truly do roll over Russia. Best of luck to you in the future. We'll be watching, and welcome home, Kelley. Thank you so much. Absolutely. What a wonderful young lady. She likes the coolest people she's met, her family and her teammates. I got to tell you, Abby Wambach, I would think was pretty cool, too. And I would think that Megan Rapinoe was pretty cool, too. And Christine Rampone, pretty cool, too. I mean, can you imagine? Like, you think about the women's national soccer team and everything they did, starting with the 1996 Olympics, and then the World Cup, and then everything they've done. And these people are stars, and now you're part of it. And they really, for an entire generation of young athletes in this country, especially in the female side, those were the heroes. Those are the ones you wanted to emulate. And you get to play not only alongside, but walking to the same pitch that they had played on before. Unbelievable. Wear the same uniform. That is incredible. 90,000 plus people went to watch a women's sporting event in the Rose Bowl, the Women's World Cup final, the shootout, the Brandi Chastain shirtless, 90,000 plus
And we talk about frothing fans. Man, they all had on jerseys and scarves.
They really are the rock stars of female athletics.
I'm sorry, they're the rock stars, 100%. And I'm a hardcore basketball player. Played softball, too. Played soccer. Well, I was on the team. But, man, that is just the tenure of that. And I know I keep going on, but I really am floored. That, and it's an organization. They have a lineage. They start these young ladies, Olympic development programs, ODP programs. They start them when they are little, and they're building them to be national team members. You want to know why they're dominant? Because they started when they were 4. Just unbelievable. I'd like to meet them. Just met Kelley O'Hara. That was pretty cool. I mean, not face to face. I don't know. I think maybe she was put off by a couple of my questions, but just try to get to know him, Brian. Just want to get to know him. That's really all I want to do. Georgia Tech women's basketball game against Virginia rescheduled for Friday. Just keeping you updated on things as they go. It'll be at 7 p.m. at McCamish Pavilion. Don't forget, folks, you can go to accessnorthga.com to stay updated on closings and business closings and that type of thing from around our area. Back to Kelley O'Hara, 2-time Parade All-American from Starrs Mill. I mean, that's just daggum impressive. Coming off ankle surgery, being back in a national team uniform. All right, I asked the question. You were on the phone. I think you were either on the phone with Stephen Busby, or it might have been when... No, it wasn't when...
No, I was when Kelley called. I was on the phone for about 2 seconds because she has impeccable timing. Called 7:15 on the nose.
Yeah. Hey, listen, that's discipline, son. If you get to that level of athletics, if you show up 15 minutes early, you're 15 minutes late. That is discipline.
Well, then she should have called at 7 o'clock then.
Would you rather, in the Olympics, finish second or fourth?
That's honestly, as I've watched these Winter Olympics, I have wondered, I've thought about those kind of those ideas and those concepts, because to spend your entire life in one discipline, these people bust their humps for 20 years in a very narrow field of discipline.
Yeah.
And just to get second place, to be one away from being the best in the world, I think it would be easier to get last place to be, if you're racing.
No, not last. Fourth.
I'll go fourth then.
Fourth?
I would rather be the third best loser than the best loser.
Now do you know why Brian and I work so well together? He said best loser. I said first loser. But if you're fourth, you don't get a medal, Brian.
That's the silver is at that point is tainted because no one trains their entire life for the gold medal.
Oh,
no one trains for the silver or the bronze. You go for the gold. If you don't get that, then I don't want the 2 consolation prizes.
Oh man, you'd give a go guinea for a bronze or silver medal. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If somebody walked up to Brian Perkle with a bronze or silver medal and said, "Here," he'd take it.
Well, I haven't been working my entire life. If someone just handed me an Olympic medal, then yeah, I'd take one.
I'm just saying. I'd rather finish second. At least then you get some hardware. At least your work pays off in some capacity. You're the second best in the world, third best in the world. We'll be back. North Hall coach David Bishop's next.